Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Italist podcast this morning. Hope you're feeling good, hope you're blessed, hope you find yourself in good health. Uh, Sometimes I can't do the physical live, but we live same way and we give thanks to the Almighty for another day. So we just want to share some good vibes with you, good inspiration, good meditation this morning. On the road, doing my daily duty, and it's gonna be a long day. Right now, we're treading through, let me see, the state of Texas. Yeah. And Italy's, we have a mission. So we're just treading through it and, sending love and greetings to loved ones. And hopefully we can return back safely in this destination journey, you understand? So it's a nice state, a lot of green, open land. Very nice, They have its little small towns and then they have its big cities. It's not really how should I say it, LA or New York, but there's a lot of nature reserve, the Wild West to every sense in the word, It's like what you see is what you get, Very nice state. So if you ever want to go on a journey, and it's two sides to every part of the journey, it's good and bad. I haven't seen any bad lately, other than sometimes you might get a little shabby hotel that you don't want to be in. But for the most part, the hotel them are very nice, and very well taken care of by the hospitality and so on. But they do have some crappy hotel. Stay away from them, do your research, go online, check them out. Insects by the dozen, by the thousands, like it's a part of life. If you ever been to Florida or any of the hotter states, I'm sure Cali and Arizona and all them place, even to the islands, you come from mosquito out there like sun, and insect out there like sun. A lot of snake, and armadillo, a lot of buzzard, we call them jankro. Well, again, you see the roadrunner bird, you see hawk, and sometimes you might spot an eagle here and there. A lot of different type of farm, cow and bull, and you see ostrich the other day. You can go on the YouTube page or the TikTok page and go check it out. Italist one, same way the title, same thing. We'll get ready to see. See, regular animals way in America you see all the time. The squirrels, But for the most part, I think, I see some deer, a lot of deer and wild pig. out here too. Yeah, if you have a pork eater them, wild pig them out here. What again? That is basically, unless you have to really venture out in the state to see those things. But in the inner city, you don't see those things. This is one place where if you have a little bread and you want to shop or your life will go to eat, you can go eat because plenty place. That's all them do over here. Them eat. And they shop. So a lot of people are generational in the state too, Been here for a long time, hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? So you might wonder, where they get the money from. It's an oil state. A lot of big companies out here. A lot of oil is out here. But it look like it dry up still. But at the same time, the oil still there. I don't know if them are going to come back with it. Because you don't really hear nothing about oil talk. Maybe any of you guys ever hear anything, let me know, you know what I mean? But I'm sure when it was booming, a lot of people made a lot of money. So they're living off of that money, Mass transportation. I was talking about that with somebody else. There's not a lot of mass transportation here, like literally none. It's just based upon the community and the town you're in. It's not like a New York or a Boston. No mass transportation. They got railroad. That's about it. And the railroad is limited. I don't think they want it, or if they do anytime soon, because if they did have it, there'd be a lot of more commodity and economic trade between the state and also skills can come from one side of the state to the next, and make the state more profitable. But it is a farming state, so they like to farm, and I think they take care of, if not the whole country, part of the country, or a third of the country, because of the farming. So they are heavily rooted in farming, heavily rooted in oil, whilst them heavily rooted in agriculture. Yes, them heavily rooted in agriculture, same thing as farming. But I just their vibe, you know what I'm saying? That's their vibe. So, like I was saying before, if they were a lot more mass transportation, where people could come from different towns, and so you got the Greyhound, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm talking, like transporting metro, even like a little mini metro that come out to the suburbs, and you know what I'm saying? So their residential, is like country, suburb. But the inner city, definitely. So they force you to drive, in that regard. They force you to drive, and the people have to have vehicle to go to work. If they live within the area where there's businesses, then, they will walk, they will walk. It's a short walk, but the living is not the best, because, anyway, it's heavily populated people. there is always the good, the bad, and indifferent, you know, and that is usually the case. So, if that is the case, then guess what? You have to put up with it. But, if you have a little saved up bread and you don't mind, the travel, you come from the country, you get a nice little place to rent or stay, or you own it, and then you make a travel, and you come in. It's up to you, but you gotta pay that gas money and you gotta pay that toll money. A lot of toll money will be spent on the travel. Texas is full of tolls. I'm telling you, man. Serious. You know what I mean? Serious. Full of tolls. So, a lot of time, people, you just gotta put up with it and make a few sacrifices, on the road. Make a few sacrifices to live in that particular place for quality of living, or whatever you may call it, Because some people don't really care.
Mile, turn left onto Farm to Market 485 west.
Yeah, all right. Some people don't really worry about quality of living, but then some people do. Some people do. And quality of living is important for a lot of people, They do drive fast. Let me say this too. They drive real fast over here. I don't know why they drive so fast. It's like they just step on it. But I tell you from what I've experienced, when these people get into accident, I didn't personally experience, but what I see on the news. For now, when they get in accident, man, oh my gosh, it's a mess. And some of them really don't survive. It's a gun state too. Everybody have gun. I mean, even if they don't have gun, they will get a gun eventually because it's a gun state. I heard on the news this morning, 2 roommates basically have shootout between each other, and they claim self-defense. You know what I mean? They have a law where self-defense, they call it stand your ground law. Yeah, so you understand that is the West. The West, it's rough all around. It's rough all around. But it's good things, what I mean? It's good things. A lot of things I haven't seen before. There's one thing I want to go check out. I just saw it, but time is of the essence. So, but I've never seen it before, and it's interesting, They even call their bars, they still call them saloons, So it kind of different in the sense it bring, a lot of fantasy to your mind, right? Because you say, oh, the West. Here was Jesse James and people like that, and Billy the Kid and all of these things, and they always was in Texas and all these places, So you see all the, and then you hear about the Apaches and the Comanches, all these people, Indians. It was in Texas and the West, Arizona, New Mexico, you know what I'm saying? And it has become like literally a reality where you see these things. Right now, when I tell you about the insects them a mess up the windshield. It's like a whole lot of insects out this place. Early in the morning, midday, no matter when, night time, insects out there like crazy. So that's my little piece for the morning. You know, I hope God give you the health you need to get through the day and the rest of the week. We got one more day to go. It is not as hard as we make it seem to be sometimes, you know. Yeah, life is not as hard as we make it seem to be sometimes. 99% of the time, it is us who get in the way of things, you know. I just want to say that because, you know, me live a little bit. Yeah, maybe that's for the next podcast. You know, next podcast. But, yeah, 99% of the time is us that get in the way. You know. All you have to do is just stay upon the same path that is already laid down before you. You understand? And just keep your edge forward, you know? Don't look to the left, don't look to the right. Just keep your head forward and just push through. Because you see, when the journey over and certain things are accomplished and done and said and done, you're gonna feel so much better, right? You may not have everything, but you have something, right? And above everything, you know, I have no regret when life done. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have that feeling as if you didn't give it your all. You know? So, by giving it your all, right? Even if you do fail, you don't have no worries. Because you give it your all, right? When you say you give it your all now, you might get bump and scratch and thing, you know. I see some of these guys sometimes, you know, we're fighting. I like, I see some of these guys when them fight, you know, like in the ring and thing like that. Them going to the ring, them already know how much them get paid. Them just have to show up. Now, when them show up, that's already a paycheck, you know. The second part of the deal now is to go all the way. Right? Because the promoter put out the money, the people come and them pay if you see them fight. And then third, you want win or you want lose, or you can't bluff, is up to you. But the first two elements are hopefully if you come for real or if you fake. You come for real or you fake, one of the two. It's up to you. Right? But you have to finish. That is definite. You have to finish. Because you don't want to mess up number one and you don't want to mess up number two. So you have to finish. Right? Showing up is half the battle. And don't worry about all of that because you gave it your all. Right? if you even lose, if you fake lose, if you win, which everybody should go for win in a life, try to win. You may not win all the time, but at least go for it. You give your all, brethren. Right? You give your all, man. And sometimes it's your last breath. But you know, say you give your all. You understand? You're nothing careless. Ain't nothing intentionally like you sabotage yourself. Because some people do sabotage themselves. But I think sabotage don't necessarily mean it's intentional. You know what I mean? It just means you're ignorant in certain areas. But if you're wise, you give your all and you be wise. You understand? So it is the journey, you know, whether it be family, work, friendship, you know what I'm saying, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, you know what I mean, employer, employee, you know what I mean, it can be all these things. It can be all these things, man. It can be all these things. So, you know, majority of the time, you just have to keep on going. So, if you don't keep on going, you give up. You're defeated before you even start. You know what I'm saying? You're defeated before you even start. And you ain't get no pay. You ain't get no reward. Right? You don't get no self-gratification. And this is why you have to persevere, you know? Giving it your all, persevere, endure. You know what I mean? A lot of people I forget to tell you, you see all this stated to a lot of them are soldier, military. You know what I mean? So all them people there, big up, maximum respect, same way. But guess what? People train you. Okay, they train you to be militant. But you see, I have a different training, but I have a same mindset. Right? And I get this from me a youth. And them get the training when them a big man, big woman. I get this from me a youth. As young as I can remember, we used to read that scripture where Paul talk and Paul say, endure hardship like a good soldier. What? I was used to talk, what is this about? Now I can't pass on this still, but it's still the same thing, persevere, giving it your all, same thing. You know? Your man Texas is full of enough military people, but Paul used to say, endure hardship like a good soldier. And when him say that, man, just unbelieve, that thing rock on my brain. And then they used to sing that song, the Armed Christian Soldier, marching on to war. And when we used to look at these people sometimes, we don't really watch them, you know, but we know what it mean to me, but we used to watch them in the sense that they sing these songs, right? And these songs made them strong in their way. One way still, but they made them strong in a way where, you know what I'm saying, they could endure 24 hours. You know what I mean? But yet, for certain other things, them was very, you know, scared or shy or whatever you want to call it, not interested, whatever. But in every way, me take that now. Me take that in every way. You know what I'm saying? From the bedroom to the boardroom, everywhere. You understand? To the playground, you know what I'm saying? To the traveling, indoor hardship like a good soldier. Because sometimes in life, ain't no fear. Let's be real, ain't no fear. So you have to persevere. You have to persevere and you have to be willing to go forward, you know? You have to be willing to go forward. Make them big truck here pass by God. Sometimes that truck, they have things to do. And me just make them go on. I mean, I go speed up. The thing them when me have right now, can't afford it. You know, then go on. So anyway, yeah, indoor hardship like a good soldier. You know, people. And giving it your all. Yeah, we can't stress it enough. It is a challenge to everybody in life, you know. All when sickness take you, you know. And that's another topic, but always sickness take you, when loneliness take you, you know, when disappointment take you, you know, when rudeness confront you, right? When people with bad attitude and bad vibes come around you, you know, you have to give your all. You know, you want to give your all. Because you have to endure hardship like a good soldier. You understand? And you have to face plenty of challenge. You know? In these times. You know? You have to face plenty of challenges in these times. You know? Especially with the coming of current events, you know. Big up Jamaica, big up US, big up UK, Canada, Europe, the islands, South America, Central America. You know, all the coming events, Russia, you know, Philippines, Indonesia, Asia, all the coming events. You know, just sending out requests and big up here because all those places have their own issues, but the same issue leading to one issue, you know, and that is earth, you know, and man making a journey beyond earth, you understand? So it is at times, you understand, we understand, it is difficult, but you still give it your all, you know, give it your all, man. As long as the sun is up, when the sun go down, that is different. You understand? If you have a nocturnal people, them who like walk road at night and do things at night, work at night, you know, that is a different story. But while it is day, right? Let us give it your all, man. Whatsoever may come, they only can't take the body, they can't take the soul. You know what I mean? So, Give it your all, my friend. Give it your all. Give it your all. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged in no type of way. Just give it your all, people. Big up to all the YouTube family who are out there. And the TikTok family, big up. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. I went a little overboard on the minutes, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. And like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully, I can join a live soon and we can mingle. Grab and tag. You know what I'm saying? Follow, like, subscribe. Big up also the Instagram and Facebook family. I'm out.